Just clicked live. Okay, we are live. Go ahead, Dana, all yours.
Thank you so much. So, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever in the world you are joining us today. We just want to say welcome. Welcome to this International Women's Day 2022 celebration. This year, our topic is Believe in Yourself, brought to you by Inspiring Indian Women. I'm so excited. I'm absolutely elated for what we have today. As we know, Inspiring Indian Women has been hosting a 5-day series. It's a conference covering topics surrounding International Women's Day. And as we would like to put it, International Women's Month. This is supported by the High Commission of India in the UK. So we just want to say welcome. Thank you for everyone that's joining us via Zoom, via Facebook Live, whatever part of the world you're joining us from. Thank you for joining us, and we're so happy to have you as we lift, support, and we rise together as women. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. Women inspiring women. That is what we're doing here today. And as we do that, I just want to introduce myself. I am your host, Dr. Dana Haslam. I am the Lawani Global Chair for Equality, Diversity, Inclusion. I am an author, motivational speaker, life coach, and humanitarian, and the founder of the Global Uplift Humanitarian Foundation. So it's my divine pleasure to be part of this mission today. And we have with us some phenomenal ladies who are going to share for International Women's Month, inspiring us and empowering us. And as we know, the mission of women empowering women, women inspiring women, is, of course, lift, support, and rise. And today's topic, we are looking at believing in ourselves. And what better way we can discuss this than inviting absolutely phenomenal women from various parts of the world who are going to share their stories with us, share their messages with us. And we are so excited to have them today. So just really, really briefly, I just want to say that for the month of March, it's widely observed as International Women's Month throughout the world. It is a time when we are reminded of the role of women. We highlight their importance and celebrate our achievements. And it is a time when we are driven to evaluate how far we as a society have come in observing and endorsing women's rights and substantiating the empowerment of women. So nonetheless, women's rights and the message of equality are very integral aspects of what is known to be the empowerment of women. And in this regard, we observe International Women's Month, and we implore everyone to raise their voices and take a stand for women across the world, as a society without women empowerment is not a sustainable one. We should join hands in unity to make this world a better place by propelling the cause of women's rights and gender equality for the enrichment of our lives and the enhancement of sustainable development. So having said that, I would like to get right to it. We have a team of phenomenal women speakers, powerful women who are ready to share with us their messages. So I have a lineup of speakers. We have Professor Caroline Makaka, who we'll be hearing later on. We have HEMA KARIYAPPA, Ambassador SMILYMUKTA GHOSAL, Robbie Mata, Paramita GOSWAMI, and Dr. Adayobe Onyekweli. And I'm just so excited, ladies. I'm looking at your smiles, and I know that you have a message of inspiration for all of our listeners today. So I'm really excited and looking forward to hearing from all of you guys. So without further ado, I would like to invite to unmute themselves, HEMA KARIYAPPA. And HEMA is a solutions architect at Vodafone. She's an IT professional working in the telecoms industry for nearly 2 decades, and a trained Indian classical dancer. And she is just going to share with us her love, the things that she's just passionate about. She's well involved in the Mrs. India. She is a volunteer at Bollywood radio jockey. And oh my God, she is just such a driven woman. I'm looking forward to hearing so much from HEMA. So HEMA, I invite you to unmute yourself. And today we just want to hear a bit about your message to everyone who's listening today.
Thank you, Dana, and thank you, Inspiring Indian Women, for having me here today. And I do feel privileged to be able to speak on this August platform. As we go ahead, I'm sure I will hear a lot of inspiring messages from all the esteemed guests we have on the show. But my message today is, as we know, the topic is believe in yourself. The only thing I would like to add today is, let's get over the fears that we have, which goes up here. I think anything that holds us back from doing what we achieve is the fear, the negative thoughts that come in here first before we want to action on anything. So with that, thank you so much, Dan. I'm hoping to hear from all the others, and then I'm sure we'll get to speak more on this.
No problem. So today we are talking about belief in yourself, and you have been an IT professional, very driven person who's involved in your professional life as well as your personal sphere and social life. Can you tell us what are the steps you would have taken, or some steps that women can take from yourself? As it were, they can just take out a few lines from your book and apply to their life. What would that be?
I think very early on, what I realized was that I wanted to go against the tide. I grew up in an environment where you come from a generation of elders and seniors who say, you can't do this. What will the world think? You can't do this. What will others say? And that was my driving force. I said, I don't want to know what the others think. I want to do what I want to do. And if it means going against the grain of thought, against what the world wants me to do, I will do so. And you just need to take that one step. And that gives you the confidence to take the second step. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because first you need to overcome the barriers in your head. Next, you overcome the barriers, the physical barriers, the societal barriers that you see. And one step, that one inspirational move gives you the confidence, gives you the encouragement to take the second, and very soon it becomes a habit. So the 3 takeaways for me was, 1, educate yourself. And I don't mean academically educate yourself. If it's talent, if it's skill, learn, become a lifelong learner. You learn from everywhere. You learn from others, you learn from your peers, you go to a college, you go to school, but educate yourself in whatever subject or field that you want to progress in. Second most important, being a woman, is to become financially independent. I cannot stress enough on how crucial this is to be able to have a voice of your own. I think financial independence is very key. And the third, which I have alluded earlier, is to start removing the fears that you have in your head up here first. Once you have mastered that fear in your head, that gives you the impetus to move ahead. And you will suddenly find a lot of people supporting you. As long as you're confident in what you want to do, you will find supporters, and the naysayers just start reducing. So I think those are the 3 lessons I want to give.
I'm so sorry. We would like to remind everyone joining us just to keep muted, if that's fine. Thank you so much. Yes, HEMA, you may continue.
I wanted to also say one reminder, certain names I can see Samsung and all that. So please change your name for security reasons. Otherwise, we'll remove you in 5 minutes. Thank you so much. Continue, Dana.
Yes. Thank you so much, HEMA. So you were talking about removing and facing your fears. And from your bio, I can see that you have done you have climbed Kilimanjaro, which is a huge feat. I mean, it's just amazing how driven you are as a female triathlete. You've run marathons and you've gotten up to quite a lot. So you can just share with us, if you don't mind. There are a lot of women out there who feel the need to just be boxed in. What message do you have, anything to say to women who really would like to go beyond the distance, as it were, to pursue these type of activities themselves?
Yeah, sure. I will admit that I have been a bit sporty since I was a child. So that was a bit of a positive already in my favor. But coming to UK from India gave me a lot of opportunities to explore this. But high altitude trekking hasn't come easy to me. I do have a lot of personal medical issues, and I had to get over them to do high altitude trekking. I am someone who has low BP, low oxygen in my body already. And as you know, high altitude trekking comes with its own challenges. Even elite athletes cannot predict how they will react to high altitudes. The most fittest of person could end up falling sick. So I had to build that up gradually. One of the reasons I took up high altitude trekking was just to challenge myself, thinking, will it be possible for someone with quite a few medically limiting conditions, as I mentioned already. So I started slow. I didn't do Kilimanjaro immediately. It wasn't my first trek. I first started off in Ladakh, which was 4,800 meters. Kilimanjaro itself is almost bordering on 6,000 meters, which is 5,900. I first did Ladakh. I next did Machu Picchu. And in each of these treks that I did, I learned more about myself because each of them presented some physical challenge which I had to overcome. For instance, I was down with food poisoning at the start of the trek in Ladakh, which wasn't good because I couldn't keep anything down, and you need your energy levels as you are ascending. I then came down with very heavy cold and cough, which meant your nose is blocked. Again, it doesn't help with your ascent. And on the key day in Ladakh, the day when I was meant to do the final ascent, my body just wasn't willing to support me. And there were two options, which my guide said. She said, you either use a mule, so you don't trek up, but you actually ascend using, you go on a mule, almost like horseback, or you go back to the base, but that'll take you 2 days. And I thought, if I've already ascended 2 days, I don't want to go back down and retrace my steps. I'd just rather just take a mule. I did that. And I was a bit disappointed that I couldn't do this on foot, which is why the next trek that I did was Machu Picchu, to see if any of those roadblocks that I faced, if I could overcome them. Machu Picchu, luckily for me, was much better. I was physically fit. I didn't have any of those problems like food poisoning, or I came down with the cough and cold. And so Machu Picchu was fairly easy, but of course there were issues within the group itself, which can impact your morale, your well-being, your mental state to actually scale the peak. So every stage, as I said, every peak that I did, they had their own issues. And hence I thought, let me do Kilimanjaro, because they say that ending a high altitude trek with Kilimanjaro is a high. I don't want to stop there. I do want to do Mount Everest at some point, not the base camp. But I need to build up to that. So Kilimanjaro, I think, was my next step altitude wise. And I had all the lessons I'd learned from the previous two, but of course it comes with its own challenges. I had diarrhea unexpectedly halfway through the trek, which meant that my physical condition deteriorated, but the guide was there. I had great support. I overcame that. But the biggest thing with Kilimanjaro, the biggest challenge for me, was the night of the ascent. We do not ascend during the daytime. We ascend at nighttime, and you have to ascend throughout the night. So it's an overnight ascent in the dark with your torches on, and it's freezing cold. You have to have your water bottles turned upside down because you don't want it to melt, so that you can drink the water from the bottom. We had Mars bars as a chocolate, as a nutrition, but that became as hard as stone. You couldn't eat I've got something called Raynaud's condition, which means that my fingers and toes freeze up to the point that it almost feels like the fingers will come off, they will break off. So I needed to have thick gloves. I didn't have the right gloves. So despite all of that, and everyone has to maintain a certain pace. If you go slower, you could get hypothermia. And I couldn't go any faster because of my physical condition. But I did fight that. I almost argued with the guide saying, I want to go at my pace, which is slower than the pace you're setting up. And they said, you need to rally around. You will slow down the entire group. That's not how we do. So I had those moments where I was like, why did I even sign up for this? I had my moments of, I think I want to head back. But I just put my head down. And as they say, pole, pole, slow and slow. That is what the
second runner-up.
I think we're getting some background noises again. Can everyone please mute themselves if you're not speaking? I believe that we're getting some feedback from some participants. I'm so sorry. If you can just kindly mute yourself, please. Yes. Hema, I mean, I am just blown. You came on, very normal, very humble, you have done quite a lot. And I'm guessing some of the things that we as women can learn from yourself is your endurance, the mental, breakthrough that you've just shown by just, apart from just the physical thing, it's a whole mental challenge in itself, having to feel the physical go through so much pressure, and to know that you've done so excellently. You've done it a number of times. I'm just really thrilled by that. That in itself can tell me and can tell a lot of the viewers here that believing in yourself is so important, believing that you can do it. Were there any times when you told yourself that you could not have done it? And how did you train your mind, or what did you tell yourself at that point when you wanted to give up?
I will give an example of another adventurous activity that I had thrown myself into. My very first triathlon that I did, I know swimming, but I've swum in a pool, and the triathlon that I signed up for had open water swimming, which is a totally different ball game. I wanted to undergo training for open water swim. It didn't happen for various reasons. I wanted to take training. It got canceled. Twice it got canceled at the last minute. But I had a lot of supportive people saying, oh, you will get on with it. You'll be fine. Just jump in there and start swimming, which is what I did. I signed up for an Olympic triathlon, and the first session itself is swimming, which was in a canal. I got in along with all the other women, and when the whistle blew, we all started swimming, but I panicked, and I have failed. I want to say that this was one triathlon where I failed, and I failed in the very first hurdle. I thought I would be able to swim, but I couldn't. I wouldn't say I took it for granted, but I think I wasn't prepared. And I panicked while all the others continued and they could completed a lap. I was still flailing my arms. I didn't want to put my head in because it was quite dark. And the race leader kept saying, leave now and I will let you complete the rest of the triathlon. And I kept fighting him and I said, no, I can swim. I think I can do it. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't overcome my panic. And I was publicly in front of everyone. I had to be rescued in a boat. I was brought back to shore. Personally, I felt humiliated, but none of the others felt that. They did give me a round of applause for even trying, but I think I felt humiliated at my own shortcoming. And how I overcame that was that I signed up for another triathlon. I took personal lessons this time, private lessons. I was confident, and then I went ahead and did another Olympic triathlon just to prove to myself that I think I need, even though I believe in myself, I need to learn. I need to be a constant learner, and failures can come in the most unexpected ways. I would be unprepared. I could be unprepared. The only way to overcome your fears is to learn and to be prepared. So I think that was one lesson I learned, is to believe in yourself, yes, but be prepared. Be a lifelong learner.
That is amazing. I really appreciate you sharing your message of believing in oneself. First of all, education, you've mentioned education, developing yourself, skill learning, also financial independence, and thirdly, removing fears. So thank you so much for sharing with us. I know that,
Oh, okay, okay.
uh,
Isabi pare ka bacha ni?
we have all participants, please muted. Thank you so much. So we just want to say, HEMA, thank you so much for sharing with us. We really, really appreciate your words of wisdom as we continue to celebrate women. And we just want to say we celebrate you. You are such a strong and powerful, dynamic woman. You're such a huge motivation and example to the world. So continue shining, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Dana. I hope that was useful.
Yes, absolutely.
I could inspire even one other person. I would feel this, my life has become useful and my lessons are useful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh my, so we are off. We are continuing right along. We have with us another dynamic woman. She is an HR consultant in transport for London. She is a vocalist, art entrepreneur, and a director of JalTarang. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Paramita GOSWAMI. Paramita, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks, Dana. Thanks for this whole positive platform. Thanks, IIW. Like, sharing this positive story itself makes a big difference because we are sharing, we are reinforcing ourselves positively. And the people out there watching this, I think they must watch this because I was really blown over with HEMA's story. And I'm sure there are so many stories to be shared. And it's wonderful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting me be there.
Absolutely. So I can see that you have had such a remarkable life, very dynamic. And there are a lot of women, so you can probably share your story, a brief for us. You've went through your own hurdles in life, and you've always managed to be the one above the storm. You've always managed to be that eagle. Can you just tell us, how did you do it? There are a lot of women who want to know how to do exactly what you do, how to be resilient. Probably you can just share with us a bit about yourself and how you've done that.
Yes, Dana, thank you. Thank you for these kind words. Yeah, like today's tagline, it says, believe in yourself. So yeah, that is the one thing. The sentence sounds very cliche, but honestly, if you really have to work on it, believe in yourself, then it is pretty challenging because life at various levels will try to stop you, will try to doubt yourself to make you feel that, wow, I'm not able to do this. I have to give it up. So yes, my life was pretty cool because I was very independent girl. I'm MBA. I had a good MNC job. I was there back in India then. But like HEMA said that, yeah, there are certain situations where your family or the people around you, they say you that as a woman, this is what you have to do and what you don't have to do. But luckily, I was not coming from that kind of background. Having said that, there are so many rules that are implied rather not said explicitly that this is what you have to do or don't have to do. It is, you have to understand that. So there are so many things between the lines that a woman has to understand and ingrain into their mind that, okay, these are my boundaries and I'm not supposed to go beyond that. So yeah, I faced some similar situations like that because I was very independent. And then, at a certain point in India, there is like, this is an age when you have to get married. So I got married, and within a span of 18 months, I could see there is a huge transition in my life because I got married, I was pregnant, I became mother, and I relocated to a new country in UK. I came to London. So there was a huge cultural shift. So everything was happening overnight. So it took time for me to understand what I'm going through. I had to leave my career in India. I have to come here. I have to start from the scratch. It's not easy because I did not had any experience or any exposure of, London corporate culture. But the biggest challenge came is when I came here, and within a couple of months, my son was diagnosed with autism. So that was something when I realized that in the initial days, I was in complete denial. I was not able to understand that this is happening to me. Like, how can this happen to me? Because life was very easy before that. And then one fine day, I remember, I realized that I'm not a person who is supposed to sulk. I'm not going to sulk. And I told my boy, he was barely 2 years old then, and he hardly understood anything. He was non-verbal. He was not responsive. He had a huge delay in every milestones, gross motor, fine motor, everything. And I told myself and my boy that, guy, listen, boy, we are a team. We are going to take things on our stride, and we will be back on our feet. And that is the day when I started. And then I resumed my work. I started working again as a corporate professional. I did some of my qualifications completed in UK. And then, of course, I became an entrepreneur as well. Right now, I'm working on commercially launching my art platform, JalTarang. So yeah, this is how the transition happened. Yeah.
You are doing exceptionally well. You must be very proud of yourself, Paramita. That is excellent. I mean, like, just seeing your drive, you're still very young, but you can tell you've had so many experiences, as you mentioned, having to transition various cultures and having to transition as a professional, going against the stereotypes. And that's one thing that I can say all powerful women we have in common. Where we go out, we defy the odds. We don't just accept the stereotypes placed on us. We find a way to rise above those situations, to rise above what is given to us and say, what was meant to break us, we are going to use that to help build us. And I can see that exactly what you're saying here really echoes the same. So what advice you will have for women who would like to defy the odds that are placed in their direction, but they don't understand how to? Is there any way you can just share with us how you would have done it, or probably just some words of wisdom there?
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing that I always felt is when I started, launching my art platform and I started working, because the biggest challenge was that being a primary carer of a special need kid, it is somewhere, there is a kind of prejudice with the society that you have to be a mother who need to sacrifice. And I have seen so many mom, because I am associated with so many organizations who work on autism, and I have seen so many mom, parents of autistic kids, and the moms especially, they always feel that they should leave their work, they should leave their job, and they should devote all the time to the kid, just to establish the fact that they are sacrificing. And it becomes so important to prove yourself that I am an epitome of sacrifice. So this is something I wanted to break. This is a stereotype that I wanted to break, because I believe that until and unless you don't care yourself, you cannot care anybody around you. And it is a very, very wrong preconceived notion that if you're working, if you're independent, even if you have your own, organizations you are running on, that doesn't mean that you love less to your child. So being a primary mother, because I have seen so many mothers who have special kids, and they come up to me and they say, wow, Paramita, this is what you are doing. And it really makes me feel very happy when they say that even we want to do something now. So that self-love that I can generate among, the mother or the woman who feel that their life is all about dedicating or, glorifying the sacrifice of a mother, because I think the society expect women and a mother precisely to be somebody like a semi-god, and she should be worshipped. Well, there is no harm in worshipping, but the challenges is that there comes with sudden, unspoken prejudice, unspoken patriarchy, what should I say, judgments that if you are a good mother, you have to prove that by making a huge leap of sacrifices. And as a primary carer of a child who had some special need, I had to face this kind of challenges at many levels when people doubted on me that, okay, so you are so busy, you are doing so many work, so that means you are not able to give your time to your son. But honestly, my son today, he's 7-year-old, he is very verbal, he's in a mainstream school, he's doing very good, and he's proud to say that mom has JalTarang, mom is going to office. And I think that we as a woman, what we can do is we can just set examples in our own little way. And I feel that I'm trying to bring that example in front of others. It did not have to have too much of ornamental language, but it just a very small, simple example that believe in yourself in a way that people start believing into themselves. So for that, you just need to do nothing but just have that confidence and self-care and believe that you are beyond of any hurdles, any odd that comes to your life. So these are very relative and these are very momentary. What is permanent is you and your faith on yourself. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Such a powerful message right there. I'm just seeing so much passion just emanating from you. And I must compliment you on how well you manage your personal life with your professional life. You've been doing so well, you know, balancing all of this. And you can tell, I mean, having a special needs child, I can really empathize with a situation like that, and at the same time being a professional, so you have to wear so many different hats. And what you are telling us today, in order to do that, or while doing that, just remember that you have to take care of oneself, you have to take care of you, you have to have that care. Your self-care and self-love is so fundamental, even as you believe in yourself. Taking care of yourself is so important. And I would really just want to say, well done on just being such a phenomenal woman. And you're such a huge spark of light, life and inspiration. It's just amazing. So continue doing the tremendous work. Definitely. Do you have any final words before we move on to the next speaker?
Yeah, thank you, Jana. Thank you again for all the kind words, because it's a really very, you know, it's just not a sentence, but it's just very motivating to me as well, because at times, yeah, I'm not a superwoman. I'm a human at the end of the day. Even sometimes I do give up. I do feel I do have my own share of meltdown, you know, but yeah, like I said, that I'm too small to give anybody any advice, but I definitely feel that if I can try to set this example that no matter how big your problem is, no matter what you think is your challenges are, you are beyond that, and just try to rediscover yourself. That's it.
Wow, that's just so beautiful. I absolutely enjoy
I think.
just hearing from you. Can we just have everyone muted again? Thank you so much to dear participants for just muting yourselves ahead of time. And of course, just hearing from Paramita, such a remarkable young woman with so much drive, energy, motivation, defying all odds, and just rising above all challenges placed in her direction. A true example of what a powerful woman is, and such an inspiration to women worldwide. So her message would have included self-love, self-care, defying all odds, and just believing in yourself. So women out there who are listening, we are just telling you, we're just echoing this back at you. It's our month. It's our month, International Women's Month, and anything is possible once we believe in ourselves. And part of that, we need to take care of ourselves, ladies. We need to love ourselves so that we can love others. You know, when it is we're on the airplane, and we are given the instructions by the crew members, we are told before, in an event of evacuation and emergency, we have to put on our mask first before putting on the mask of our dependents or others. And a lot of times we don't always understand how essential that is, and it's so important. Just hearing that again, Paramita, really just inspired me today. So thank you so much for sharing. And I'm sure all of our viewers today would have been well empowered by your message. Thank you so much. All right, so we are talking about reinventing ourselves. And whenever I hear reinventing ourselves, I think about our reinvention coach, Dr. Adayobi Onyekweli Bakare. She is an upcoming international speaker and author, and she's the founder of Reinvention Mastery Program. She has suffered quite a few challenges in her days. She has been declared brain dead, and she has recovered 1 month later to tell her story. So she is an example of someone who has recreated her life. And today I am not going to spoil the surprise. I'm going to have her come to share her message herself and just tell us how she reinvented herself and how can other women reinvent themselves too. So without further ado, I would like to give the floor over to Ada. Ada, welcome. Lovely seeing you.
Hello, everyone. Today I'll be talking about, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you
Yes.
loud and clear. Absolutely.
Yes, today I'll be talking about taking time out to recover from whatever, especially for women and men, to recover from burnout or to recover your health. As you rightly heard, Dana, the host said I had cardiac arrest, I was brain dead and everything. And it's all because I didn't take time out to recover. What do I mean by taking time out? I was in optimal health, which is homeostasis. Then I had the alarm where I was always tired, but I didn't take that into consideration. All I was doing was coping. So for most women, have you ever found yourself trying to do all the work? You're pushing yourself, though you're tired. And you said, oh, okay, I'll just take paracetamol, I will be fine the next day. And you continue the same cycle, taking the child to school, cooking, looking after everybody. Then you master this very well and you start coping. You take the paracetamol, probably you go for massage, then go back the next day. Do you think you've recovered? You haven't. So the body says, I have been asking to rest because everybody must rest. What do I have to do to make sure that I get my rest? Some people will get backache. Some will get migraine that never goes away with paracetamol because the body knows that as soon as you take paracetamol or Panadol, you are going back to work. So make sure you get migraine. And if you get so bad, the body said, well, I know what to do. I am going to cause a stroke or stop the heart so that I can rest. Is that what we're going to do? There's no competition on living and dying early. What we have to do is to live in a way that we can recover and face another day. From my story, I didn't stop and the body stopped my heart. I was in 2 months in a coma and they wanted to turn off my life support. But when I woke up and I saw everything that happened to me, even the pictures, I decided that I'm going to live intentionally, purposefully, so that I can get to my destiny. For those that don't stop when they have illness, probably they have like a serious diabetes, backache and everything. Then comes the exhaustion stage. When you are exhausted, the body has two things. You have a choice of planned recovery or forced recovery. Which one are we going to choose, ladies? In my own case, I was carrying on. Then the body said, okay, you know better than me. I am going to stop this heart. And I was given a forced recovery. I was in coma for 2 months so that my body can heal. But not everybody gets lucky to survive 5 heart attacks. So you have children, you have your husband that you love, you have your family. Why do you want to walk yourself into an early grave? People want to do this. You want to work, make money, build that house that you are not sure you are going to live in if you don't respect your body. Everybody needs to rest, just like you want to rest. Your body too needs to rest because they work really hard. So how does planned recovery look like? First of all, burnout takes,
just 1 second, Ada, sorry. I would like to ask participants once more, just a gentle reminder to mute yourself quickly, if that's all right. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, Ada, very important right there. You will continue with your message, but I mean, it's just amazing just hearing what you're saying, because a lot of times we've just spoken about self-care, self-love, and you're really breaking down the specifics here to our viewers today, isn't it?
Yes. So how does planned recovery look like? When you have planned recovery, it's like growth for you, and it's also an insight. You respect the body. There's no point. God is always there, but some people, they think that the more they go and shout hallelujah or they pray, you are using energy. Even eating and talking, when you eat too much, the body says, I don't want it. Otherwise, it will project in vomiting. So everything needs to be respected. So planned recovery is growth, insight, and resilience. You're actually honoring your body. Then forced recovery is fatigue, defeat, disease, which can mean instant death. So how long does it take for the body to recover? When you are really fatigued, the recovery phase, the first one, can be 3 weeks. You don't have to take it all in one go. You can do some work, probably plan your day and close early from work. Just get home, make small food and just rest, and learn to delegate so that your body can start resting. If you don't do the first recovery phase, the second one will be 3 to 6 weeks because you've pushed the body more. And then the 3 to 6 weeks, if you don't adhere to that, then you have another chance of 6 weeks. After that, your body starts to work against you. So in total, every year, we need about 12 to 15 weeks of recovery to avoid burnout. Because we all like to look beautiful. Why wouldn't we listen to our body? So I decided to create the Reinvention Mastery Program. In this program, I talk to women, I say, you have to change the way you do things. You have to become master at listening to your body, honoring your body, not just wearing the nice clothes. What's the point of wearing those nice clothes if you're not gonna make it? You have those lovely children that you put through expensive schools. You take them to piano lessons, everything. What if you are not there to see them? Plan recovery is the only way out. That is what I teach in my Reinvention Mastery class. Don't wait for forced recovery, because forced recovery nearly took me out. but I'm still here standing because sometimes the universe comes to aid us. So I'm begging you, women, plan your recovery. Don't just walk. Because at the end of the day, you need to rest.
Ada,
Want to
wow.
know more? Talk to
That's
Dana.
really-
Thank you.
I mean, this is just really mind-blowing how you've broken that down for us to plan recovery. I think that is so essential because we as women, we're always taking on, especially driven women, we're driven. I mean, we can just we are wearing 10 hats, as it were. We're the mother, we're a wife, or however it goes, we're a professional, we're involved in a lot of social groups in our communities, at schools, etc. And when we think about it, it can be very overwhelming. I can see why women can feel burnt out at times, and even at sometimes we can feel out of control because, oh my God, if the superwoman don't do it, who is going to get it done? And Ada, you've made a very important point, and you said delegation, learn to delegate. And I think that is something that we all need to learn continually. Every time I need to learn to delegate even better for myself. And it's just echoing exactly what we need for our self-care, for our planning of that recovery, taking time to enjoy life, because life is meant to be enjoyed. I think a lot of times we can lose sight of the things that we need to enjoy just because we're always going. And if we don't slow down, something could happen to our bodies. So it's really important that we do exactly what you said, Ada, and plan our recovery, taking time to recover, learning to delegate, as it were. The doctors, well, there's a saying that goes, pay attention to your health, otherwise you will have to pay for your health to be attended to. So it's so important for us to take care of our bodies, take care of our minds, and plan that recovery. And Ada, before you go, do you have any final words for our guests? Everyone who are joining us here at the Zoom meeting as well as on Facebook Live.
What I would say is, what I learned is that at the end of the day, we are all the same. So trying to outdo your neighbor, it's okay, but don't do it at the expense that you give yourself the impression that you are the only being on earth. There are millions of people like you. We are just trying to coexist. So there's no point thinking just because you send your child to the best school that you are better than the other person. Everything is just by chance. So when you live like that, you don't have to compete. Stop competing in life. Just live your own path. If you succeed, that's for you. You're not doing it to please the other person. And also you have to think of families. People that work just because of the families, at the end of the day, when you're sick, the family, they will come and say hello to you, but it's your children that will suffer. So pay attention so that you become a better version of yourself. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you so much. And even as we unite, thank you so much, Ada, for your message there. Very, very powerful and inspiring words that you've shared with us on how to reinvent ourselves through taking time to plan our recovery, plan self-care. Proper self-care. Thank you so much for that. And for the final words as well, as you spoke about unity, even as we believe in ourselves, we have to believe in ourselves. So we as women need to stand up. We need to continue to unite, as you said, because we're stronger. You know, we're stronger when we come together. We're absolutely more powerful. Our voices are heard when we can unite. So such a beautiful message you've left there with us. Dr. Adayobi Onyekweli Bakari, thank you so much. All right, so I can see that we have Professor Caroline Makaka. Professor, are you there with us? I just want to confirm that you're there before I quickly read a short bio. Professor Caroline?
Hi, sorry,
Hi.
I'm having internet problem. I do apologize. I'm at the
No
train
problem.
station here.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely fine. Are you okay for us to introduce you now, or do you need a little more time? Are you happy with that?
No, but you might hear some noise background, but I'm fine. I'm at the train station, but it's okay. I might lose the network, so I'll just rather speak now. Yeah.
No problem. So we have the founder, CEO, and president of the Ladies of All Nations International, covering well over 167 countries worldwide with a mission to empower women. We are in that mission to be one voice. Professor Caroline Makaka was actually recently given the Most Outstanding Global Professor of the Year award at the City of Denver. She has also been honored within the as a top global chairperson of the year at the Plaza Hotel in New York by IOTAP. All right, she has been placed at the very top 50 global inspiring women to look out for in 2022 by Titanium magazine. And she's been on billboards in Times Square, New York. This woman is such a phenomenal work. She has been recently even awarded by the President of the United States of America and also by the mayor of Brooklyn City of New York. So Professor Caroline Makaka, it's really such a privilege to have you here with us today as we just discuss the empowerment of women as we speak about believing in oneself. So Professor, the floor is yours. I will not take more of your time.
Yes, thank you so much, Dana, for the introduction. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for everything. I do apologize as well if you hear some noises because I'm at the train station, so hence why you can't see me. But thank you so much for this opportunity, IIW team and Rashid. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So today I'll be talking briefly about hope and peace. So the hope and peace is about community, about purpose, about caring.
Professor, we're not hearing you too well. I know you said that it's gonna
Let me just try to find another place. Sorry.
No problem. So today we are the Women Inspiring Women from the Indian Inspiring Women.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, I just have to move around. Yes, so sorry about that. I was saying that today I'll be speaking about hope and peace. And I believe that hope and peace is about community, it's about love, it's about compassionate, it's about commitment. So bringing hope to people in whatever form can go a long way, from giving words of encouragement, advice, extending a helping hand, or just showing kindness in any way can help lift the spirit. So as you know, the global pandemic has shaken us all. The ever-changing situation feels daunting sometimes, but nevertheless, we are here as women leaders to bring hope and peace to our communities. Hence why in the middle of the storm, the only way out is to ride through. So we just keep going. So in today's world of global pandemic, more than ever, we need each other. We need a moment of tranquility in our daily life. So, you know, we can't control what happens on a global or on national scale, but we have the power to control the barriers to peace that exist within our homes, within our communities, and our hearts. So I just want to share some of the ways to spread some positivity and bring hope and peace to the lives of others. So I think one of the main point is to demonstrate love and care. So we all need to feel that we are loved and cared for every now and then, whether it is coming from your partner, family, or friends. It feels really good to know that somebody loves and cares about you. And another point is make someone feel, they deserve, make them feel they deserve happiness. So one of the reasons why people lose hope is that they think they don't deserve to be happy. So every day, everybody deserves happiness. So if there's someone who has this mindset, it's time you do something about it. No matter the circumstances, whether good or bad, there are so many things we should be happy about. And that's one of the things you should remind them. So you also need to show them acceptance. So, no one is perfect in this world. We all have, our faults. And however, there are times when we feel we are not enough. That's where we're not sufficient, but we need to encourage each other and support each other, offer help. So if you know a friend or just anyone who needs any type of help, be there for them. No matter how little help you can offer, it will mean so much to someone who is struggling right now. So you also need to show them appreciation, because it isn't every day that we hear a compliment or appreciation from someone. So if you think a person deserves recognition or accomplishment, for something good they did, make sure you take the time to let them know. So also, finally, in conclusion, I just want to say that, life is never perfect. It always has some ups and downs, but it is during the difficult time that a word of encouragement, hope, peace, and gesture of kindness are most helpful. So just take time to sprinkle the kindness and bring hope to the lives of others. You never know how far it can go. So thank you so much. I hope you find your safe place, whether it is through social support, guidance, meditation, professional help, as we, whether it's bedstorm together. I just hope you find that peace and spread the love, as we need someone, and someone somewhere out there needs you. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Professor Caroline Makaka. Oh my God, I really admire Professor Caroline Makaka in so many ways. First of all, she's a leader that really walks the walk and talks the talk, but she really walks the walk. And what was said there, love is the answer. It is so true. Love is the answer. And even as we share today, that message of empowerment, but more than empowerment, hope and peace is so important. I know that Professor have the best of connections at the moment, but I just want to reiterate some of the key points that was brought up. So first of all, life isn't perfect, and we know this. We have seasons in life, just as we have seasons. Whether you're in a tropical country, you have a rainy season, you have a sunny season. If you're in a temperate country, you have winter, spring, autumn, summertime, and it's just the same with life. We have seasons. We have our up times, we have the down times, we have the times where we feel motivated at a the times when things aren't so good. But in every season that we go through, we have to remind ourselves and be mindful of the other women, other people that are around us, and help show compassion, be kind, whether it's a compliment, whether it's a positive word that we're giving. And kudos to all of our women speakers here today who have really been inspiring all of us. I feel so inspired today, and I'm sure our audience, you guys really feel empowered as well as we hear these words. It's so important for us to make someone feel happy, make someone feel accepted, feel encouraged and support. We have to encourage and support one another, appreciate one another, because with kindness, we can bring about hope and we can create peace within ourselves, within our communities, within those around us. And that's how we make the world a better place. So such powerful words, Professor Caroline Makaka. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us and to share your message with us today.
Thank you. I just have one final.
Yes, absolutely.
For advanced technology meets dynamic design.
All right, so can everyone else please mute yourself? Everyone else, can you please mute yourself?
By mistake, I was trying to mute somebody, but by mistake, I muted Caroline. So Caroline, please unmute yourself and carry on, please.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yes, sorry.
It's okay, sorry. So thank you so much, Dana. I just want to say that, just to encourage someone that focus on the present time and day, because you never know what is happening tomorrow. Because I know it is overwhelming to think about what the future would hold, but just remember to slow down, be aware of your presence, and find a safe space, whether it's physically or mentally. So yeah, thank you so much. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and God bless you too. Really, really inspiring message, Professor Caroline. Really just that, again, message of inspiring each other, empowering each other, building each other. And as women, inspiring other women, that is what this is all about. Women inspiring women. As we say, the watchwords are lift, support, and rise. So as we lift each other up, as we support each other up, we will rise together. So thank you again, Professor Caroline Makaka. And of course, we've heard from a few speakers so far, and yet just a couple more to go. Without further ado, I think I'll move right on to our next speaker. SMILYMUKTA GHOSAL is a global icon. She is a founder of One Natural Beauty Hair and Beauty Company in Ayurveda, organic beauty products in the USA. She is such a ray of light, such a beautiful, smiling persona, you can say, getting from you. You're all adorned for the occasion with the crown on your head. Yes, a royal woman. So let us hear what you have to share with us today as we discuss women empowerment, believing in yourself. Let me hear what you have to share with all of us, all of our listeners today. The floor is all yours.
Great. Thank you, Dana, for this beautiful introduction, the crisp and short, which I like, just to the point. And thanks, Rashmi. Wonderful. I always love to ignite your platform. Inspiring Indian women. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we are here today. I would only start with a simple quote, which I follow. Passion is the most powerful force to accomplish what is set up in your mind. If you plant your dream with determination and water with positivity and have patience to bloom. Yes, this is Smiley. My mission has been right from my childhood on natural preservation of nature, natural products. Being a plant scientist, I have been always moving in and around and well-defined and being flown with Ayurvedic heritage that nature has given us in abundance, and we are moving away from nature. Yes, that is my mission. My journey started right from my childhood, as I said, remaining focused that one day I would be as a positive role model to use and stand gracefully with natural products made by myself. Ever since my over 12 years of my corporate life in modeling and as a top business trainer across various South Asian countries, I have been always looking for the opportunity and, looking around people, that how people are desperate in this modern busy life to fix their skin and hair and covering themselves under makeup just to look beautiful. Just like other speakers have said, that be beautiful by yourself. You don't have to cover, but you should have the confidence to look beautiful the way you are. And that staying natural. When I moved to Dallas in 2013, I said enough of my corporate life. Now is my vision board, which was getting ready. Right from the day one, I scaled up myself, left no certification program, workshops, day and night to stand by myself to open my own company as #1 natural beauty, organic skin and hair care products made by myself from my own hand-picked herbs, which are small. Again, this is my passion, which I wanted to do. Today, I have scaled myself from a mission-driven green passionpreneur to a green queen and international motivational speaker and a global icon and goodwill ambassador and global pageant ambassador on leadership skill. I'm not only transforming skin and hair by treating and encouraging people to love nature, be close to nature, take things up from the nature, stay healthy lifestyle naturally, which will cherish in decades. That's my mission. My mission as a sustainable ambassador to make a greener world, myself as a role model. To age gracefully, you can have fine lines on your radiant skin. You can have gray hair on your healthy hair. You are graceful. You are self-honored. You are beautiful. You don't need anything. Be confident to age gracefully with Ambassador Smile.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. I am hearing a bit of an echo quickly. Just double checking that everyone is muted. I'm seeing that one person isn't muted just yet. Thank you so much. And yes, Smiley, this is just amazing. You are doing such phenomenal work. I mean, first of all, you have literally clearly put a lot of your time. You've well researched what you're doing and you're making it very sustainable for the environment. Can you share some of the products that, let's say, that you have at the moment or that is on the market for women?
Sure. One thing I would like to tell here, my brand may be small, but my mission and vision is big. And that's what I aim for, self-branding. Who is Smiley? And in all my leadership programs, in my pageantry, programs with the contestants, not only on the soft skill, but I always drill them that brand yourself first. Don't try to brand what you want to bring any product. Because when you stand yourself as a role model, your brand talks. So I stand myself as a role model to age gracefully, use natural products and not covered under, makeup. Yes, accessories are fine, which I love. But other than that, I am confident to be on the crowd standing without covering under makeup. And some of my, products, which are, I don't have much, but yes, I can just show because these are all my hand-picked herbs They are all grown in my small farm. I grow them, I pick them, I infuse them and make the products as for individual skin and hair. Now, people ask, what is the USP? There are tons of products in the market, right? But what is USP of #1 natural beauty? There are so many challenges. You ask me one, I will give you thousands. But Smiley doesn't pause. She moves ahead. She is confident to stand in the crowd, look at my skin, pull my hair, which has been a couple of challenging stories down the road when people have pulled me down. That you are talking about natural beauty? Your skin is flawless. Your hair is shiny. How can we understand that what you are talking is #1 natural beauty? You are a positive role model. I said, I accept a challenge. You won't believe people have come onto the stage to check my skin and to pull my hair. I take those challenges because I know what I am, what my products are, because that's my mission. Why to cover under makeup? Why to look beautiful? Why to be under all these chemicals? But again, I'm not saying that I'm talking anything against, because I'm a straight shooter and a fact finder. And standing here as a global icon, I always bring the truth on the table. And I say, my products are made just fresh as your food. I don't call #1 natural beauty lab. I call it #1 natural beauty kitchen. Walk in my kitchen. I will make your skin and hair care products just like fresh. Wouldn't you like that? Because that is what your skin and hair needs. I don't want to brand myself. I dream big, but in my limitation, because what I can handle all by myself. And this is my positivity. Today, I have dreamt long back when I was in university doing my research that someday wish I could also be in some magazine, some newspaper. People will hear about me. People will talk about me. Now with my blink of my eye, when I see myself across the globe, read in global magazines, cover pages, in media, in different platforms like all of you have honored me, I remain humble that this is I am being blessed. And I love my products which are made just as fresh. And you can see they are all infused herbs. This is my hair serum. They are made absolutely fresh. Again, I make in small batches so that you can retain the potency of the product. I don't believe in frill and fancy. Believe me, trust me, I'm very, very honest. Believe in what is the potency of the product. I use recycled bottle. I hand label them because that way I'm able to reduce the cost to pass it to my clients. Otherwise, organic products are very expensive and people are paying a buck out of their pocket, but they are trashing because what is inside is not meant. Versus Smiley's products, #1 natural beauty may not have a frill and fancy bottle, but the potency of the product will make you feel, yes, you are healthy. Your skin is healthy. Your body is healthy. Your hair is healthy. And you stand confident. That's what it is.
You are so true. I mean, like just hearing you speak is just like your best of light. You're just so joyous and joyful, and I can just see that you're very passionate about your products and you really do believe in yourself. And that is exactly what the message is here for all the women. There are a lot of women who might want to start their own businesses, but they don't know how to. And clearly you are just doing it, and you are also showing it, because I can see your hair and your skin is so beautiful, and it's so, I mean, absolutely beautiful. So I mean, you're the product of exactly what you are producing yourself. So that's so excellent. And what message you have for those women who would like to start their own businesses, because you are an entrepreneur. So who would like to start their own business, but they might feel like, okay, they can't do it, but they really want to do it. What message you will say to these women?
Well, the only message, as I said, that believe in yourself. As I say that in various, sessions of mine on leadership and different sessions, which I keep on giving, because my purpose of life is to serve community, not profit making. I may not earn a single dollar, doesn't matter. I'm blessed because my achievement is if I'm able to add value, to inspire anyone. When audiences ask, hey, ma'am, how can I understand what is my passion, what I want to do in life? I said, passion is not a recipe. You have to understand deep from inside what is fire in you. It could be anything. Life doesn't come with warranty and guarantee. It comes with opportunities. Take the opportunity, dive in whatever you have. Self-brand is important. Stay positive. Don't chase after money. Chase your dream and dream within your limitation. And whatever you want to do, be a positive role model to say, yes, I do it. Just like the leaders, I follow the same practice, and here I am today. Every minute, every quote which I use, I believe in myself. I honor myself. I've not given my code of honor to anyone. Though I get honor across the globe, that's totally different, but that's where am I being blessed. But at the end of the day, I honor myself because that's my hard work, my mission and vision, which I have put, and blessing from Almighty God. And always believe two things in life. You cannot change anything across the globe, but there are two things you can change. One is your mindset, another is stress. If you can control, you be a leader. You can do whatever you want. I mean, you should have that challenge, that fire. And every positive women always accept every challenge and take it with a blink. And that's what I do. And that's what I teach. Nothing is impossible. Come up, do whatever you want to do, but stay focused. Don't copy others. You know, nowadays in the social media, everybody is busy in copying others. Why? Why can't you copy yourself, your yesterday, to be a better tomorrow? You can Google anything in life, what is available. But one thing is my code. You cannot Google what you want to do. So be a Google of yourself. Be your own navigator. Nothing is impossible. Last but not the least, the world is going under a very turbulence. My humble request to everyone, let's make humanity our religion. As a global peace ambassador and a sustainable ambassador, not only on the green mission, but I humbly request, let's spread love and peace. Let's be united, help, uplift, support, because we are powerful. Nothing is impossible. And we are as equal as every man. And that is the voice we should be hearing from everyone. And this is our month. We should voice out. We all are powerful. We all are wonderful. We all are talented. Move ahead. Respect human beings and respect nature. Nature doesn't need us. We need nature. So let's be respectful and stay healthy, happy, smiling, move ahead with your vision and mission.
Oh my God. Lovely person. Oh my God. Just hearing from you today has really brought about so much motivation to women, to entrepreneurs, and even women in general who feel like, you know, like they don't believe in themselves to go after their dreams. And we've been hearing over and over, if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. And it is so true. We have to follow our dreams, believe in ourselves, and just don't give up. Even when we have setbacks in life, we just keep at it. And I can see that this has been your mantra, Smiley, doing exactly what you're doing, loving what you're doing, being so confident. You're such a confident and passionate woman. And I can see that you're also very determined. And that is just so beautiful when you can have that. And more than just have it, you said something that's very important, being a positive role model. You've mentioned being a positive role model to everyone that is around you within your community. And I think that is also very important, inspiring other people. Even as we get ourselves driven, we help someone else. Each one teach one, each one reach one. And I think that is what will make the world a better place as we lift, support, and we rise together as women, and we continue to empower each other. So thank you so much, Smiley, for your words of wisdom. I really wish you all good successes within your business. I'm very intrigued by the products that you have for your skin and hair. I would definitely like to have a peek at some of your links to just see what is being offered in the UK, because I definitely love to patronize there. And yeah, thank you so much for your message altogether. Chasing your dreams, women, that is something that, those dreams that we have, that's been there for a while, as that has been written down, the dreams. Let us chase our dreams. Let us believe that we can. Let us make it happen. It is possible. Things are possible. And even as some of our speakers, one of our speakers spoke about educating ourselves and really getting ourselves the training that we need, or, developing our skill set in line with the dreams that we have is really important as we seek to succeed. So thank you so much. And I'm guessing that we are almost at a wrap if I am not seeing Robbie Morta with us. Can we confirm that Robbie is not here? Rashmi, is that all right?
I can't see her though, but let me just ask Caroline if she could ping her. And I really wanted to see her and meet her because she is, I think, 85 years old. Correct. She would have been such an inspiration if we could just meet her and speak to her and what makes her go. Let me just ping Caroline if we could connect with her in 2 minutes. Meanwhile, Paromita is a singer, So Paromita, do you have anything to sing for International Women's Day? Paromita.
I would love to hear some songs.
Yeah, so before we wind up, maybe we'll just see. Paromita, there you are. Paromita, hi. Come on.
Hi, here I am.
We're putting you on the spot, Paramita.
I had a family emergency. My son called me up.
We are asking if you can grace us with a rendition of one of your favorite songs, anything really.
Wow. So because it's International Women's Day, so I would like to sing a very nice song that I learned at my music choir at my childhood when I was 6 or 7 years old. And because I want everybody to understand that song, so I'll just sing a few lines.
Absolutely.
If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I have gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh,
thank you.
Woo! Thank you so much for singing, giving us that rendition. Beautiful, as always. And of course, that is a song that I remember from my childhood as well. Beautiful memories. Yeah, beautiful voice as well, Paramita. So yeah, International Women's Month. And just as an advert, I'm popping, and I'm just really gonna just pop it in right there. Inspiring Indian Women. They are actually, this is a 5-day series that they're hosting. So please look out for all of the events that are going on. I believe there should be more events tomorrow as well on. So please do check out the social media pages, guys. It is there right there on Facebook. The adverts are there. Please check us out. Definitely such an inspirational 5-day series for women across the world, and also for men. You know, men deserve to support women as well. So collaborating with men and women, but of course with the message of inspiring women. So absolutely inspiring session, hearing from these beautiful and powerful, phenomenal global leaders. We've had Professor Caroline Makaka, we've had HEMA, KARIYAPPA, we've had Ambassador SMILYMUKTA, GHOSAL, we've had Paramita, GOSWAMI, and Dr. Adayobi Onyekweli Bakare. Guys, it was such a pleasure hearing all of you.
And
just
thank you, Jana. Thank you, Jana, for coordinating the whole thing. You were fabulous as well. I just saw Hema is writing over there, and you were fantastic. The way you were connecting the dots together, and the way you were coordinating the whole thing, you yourself is a diva. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. And I mean, I just want to just put the person on the spot here. We have Rashmi, who is the founder of the Inspiring Women and Inspiring Indian Women, the initiative that has been developed by her. So I just really want to say special shout out to Rashmi Mishra, who is right now with us in the background, but doing such an amazing job at coordinating this entire conference for women around the world. And of course, as we know, this is supported by the High Commission of India in the UK, and it's all about women inspiring other women. So guys, it was such a pleasure being your host. And before anything else, I just want to confirm with Rashmi whether we have our last and final speaker with us yet.
First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Dana. You were fantastic. And actually, you are fantastic. And Caroline, this program wouldn't have been possible without your support. And as always, you know, Loni has been working together hand in hand with other women organizations. And we are indeed blessed that Caroline has been spreading happiness to so many women all over the world. We are very, very privileged and blessed to have this organization supporting inspiring Indian women. So we come together, we uplift each other, we grow together. That's the goal. Anybody else wants to give one or two line of messages? Because Robbie is not here. I am trying to connect, but I think Caroline is traveling, so she couldn't answer my call. But anyone has anything to say? Because this is all celebrating womanhood. So anyone has to say something. The floor is yours. You can just say anything to celebrate women. I can see Jaya here from YG Travels. Any 2 lines, 3 lines, anything? Let's wish each other.
Hi. Hi. Hi, Rashmi. Hi, Dana. Oh my God, that is fantastic. I just happened to see this on the Inspiring Indian Woman. We have a WhatsApp group, and I saw this. I was like, wow, these amazing personalities are coming to speak. I must hear them out. Thank you, Rashmi, for arranging such a wonderful session. I am so honored to hear them out. They all were fabulous. And Dana, you are always fabulous. I remember our graduation ceremony when you were host. Fantastic. I just want to say final words, as it is the month for the woman and International Woman Day. I just want to tell all the women that only think what we are lacking and why we always say that woman is behind and men are progressing, these, that, everything, because we somewhere we don't put ourselves as a priority. I think this is the time, this is the month. Please, please, please give yourself a priority. Tell yourself that you are worth it. You know, as like on the plane when you are travel, everyone says that put first air mask on yourself and then help others. So please, I have learned this from Professor Carolyn Makaka in our Loani sessions. Every time she reminds us, save yourself first and then you can help others. So please be happy, everyone. Give priority to yourself. This is the month. Enjoy and be happy. Thank you.
Oh, this is so beautiful, Dr. Jaya. Yes, and recently you've received some special awards. One of it being Joe Biden, the
Yes.
President Gold Award, as well as a doctorate in humanitarianism. So
That's right.
congratulations to you. You are doing such remarkable work. I mean, it's just so beautiful seeing you joining us and sharing that message with us. What has really echoed, you are worth it. Women, we are worth it. So
That's
we
right.
take care of us. And that message coming from Dr. Jaya Sajnani, and always a pleasure seeing you. Thank you so much for sharing your words of wisdom with us.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. So we have an open floor yet again. Do we have any takers? Anyone who would like to briefly share a message with us for Women's Month? So you can just use your reaction. You can just show by a raise of hands, or you can unmute yourself as well if you would like to quickly share something with us for International Women's Month. This is the month where we celebrate being a woman. We celebrate women empowerment. We celebrate women inspiring other women. We celebrate each other. We uplift each other. We support each other, and we rise together. So, any takers again? I just want to open the floor.
Before we wind up, Dana, one last thing. Tomorrow we have our team members from Inspiring Indian Women. So we thought that let's celebrate by introducing each other to the world, all those who are behind the scenes, Inspiring Indian Women. So we have almost about 13 of us will be chatting and talking about each other tomorrow. So be there at 7 p.m., same link, same password. Thank you so much, Dr. Dana.
Tomorrow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that invitation. Is this open to everyone, or is it?
Yes, everyone. It's open to everyone. It'll be Facebook Live, and it'll be fun to have more and more people join us and chat. So it's more of a chit chat, kind of an informal gathering tomorrow.
No problem. Thank you so much. So we're looking forward to tomorrow evening, same time.
Yes.
It will be on Facebook Live as well as the Zoom link, guys. Please join us, the Inspiring Indian Women, as we live to support and rise together. Of course, we have Rashmi Mishra in the background, who is the founding CEO of this beautiful initiative. Amazing work to the entire team from Women Inspiring Women. And this is what we're spreading as we celebrate each other for this International Women's Month. Guys, this is our month. We celebrate, we uplift ourselves, and together we achieve. So again, just wanted to say, are there any further announcements before we come to a wrap? Or should we
I think, we can end the show. Thank you so much.
All right. So just a reminder, guys, keep believing in yourself. Believe in yourself is so important. As we believe in yourself, you are unstoppable. You are beautiful. You are worthy, you are worth it. And to all of our women, I want you to remember that you are definitely special. You have so much to give, so much to accomplish in this life. So whenever you feel down, whenever you feel like you're going through a bad day, remember who you are. You are a woman. You are strong. You are courageous. You are mighty. And there's nothing that you cannot do. Whenever you think that it's impossible, remember, I'm possible. Let's change that sentence to ourselves. Why not? Yeah. And even as it's International Women's Month, just remember, believing yourself is the biggest and most powerful thing that you can do to accomplishing your dreams and your purpose. So all the things that you have in your heart, all the things that you want to give to this world, you do it first by believing in yourself. So just coming from all of us at IIW and WIW, which is the Inspiring Indian Women and the Women Inspiring Women. We just want to say thank you to everyone, to all of our viewers, to all the beautiful women worldwide in every continent, and also to all of our speakers, beautiful and powerful inspirational speakers. Thank you so much for joining and for sharing your message of truth, love, and hope. Thank you also to the entire team at Inspiring Indian Women and Women Appreciating Women, to Rashmi Mishra. Thank you so much, and to the entire team. I am your host. I was your host, Dina Haslam, and definitely looking forward to tomorrow's session. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you very much. Good night.
Namaste, all of you. Goodbye.
Namaste. Namaste.